Today, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 best Roblox shooter games that you can play right now. So starting off the list, we got Rivals. This game needs no introduction whatsoever, dude. It's currently the largest FPS on Roblox with smooth gunplay, great maps, and competitive gameplay that feels like a true competitive shooter. It's definitely one of the better feeling shooters on this list, but since it's the most popular, I figured you would already all know about it. So why would I put this thing any higher on the list? So yeah, that's why it's at number 10. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right over to number 9. At number 9, we got Energy Assault. Energy Assault is a futuristic FPS with very, very clean, classic gameplay, dude. Unique weapons and maps, and it just feels like something out of Halo. It's super fun and one of the more underrated shooters out there that you can play on Roblox right now. It's also the smallest games on this list, I'm pretty sure. And real quick, if you guys want to see me do another video like this and do the top underrated shooter games on Roblox, let me know down in the comments because I'll definitely start cooking that up for you guys. But yeah, back to Energy Assault. This game is really, really fun. A super, super fun game to play. I personally have found myself playing this game for quite a bit of time, and sniping on it is just so fun too. I really, really like the snipers. Number 8 goes to Gunfight Arena. What can I say, man? This has been my main game for about a year now, and it's been very fun and super easy to play. It's definitely a game that you could just drop into and waste a lot of hours on without even realizing. This game has a bunch of guns that you could choose from, even event updates from time to time, and they happen, honestly, pretty frequently. Definitely a great game for people, especially if you're tired of getting destroyed on other shooting games, because this one is super beginner-friendly. It has bots and stuff, so, you know, the bots aren't going to be as good as the players, obviously. So it's definitely a nice, chill game to just throw on and, you know, play whenever you're, I guess, stressed out. You want to just feel like the best in the world, get on Gunfight Arena. It definitely makes you feel that way. At number 7, we got Apocalypse Rising 2, aka APOC 2, all right? I'm going to be calling it APOC 2 from now on just because that's how I like to call it. So, yeah, or AR2, some people say, but yeah, anyway, APOC 2 is a survival-based shooter that mixes looting, exploring, and high-stakes firefights. It's 100% the more slower-paced game on this list, but when things go down, dude, they get really intense. It's very reminiscent of DayZ, so if you love zombie games and even like Tarkov almost, right, where it has that like extraction sort of feel, you don't really extract in this mode. You kind of just go in, get loot, and, you know, survive for as long as you can while PvPing with players and also worrying about the zombies around you. So that's what I mean by it could get really, really intense. I really like this game, and that's why I had to put this on the list. But also, they just recently updated it, and now it has a massive new map for new players and even old players to explore. So if you haven't played APOC in a while, or if you haven't played it at all, I personally think it's a great time for both new players and veterans of the game to get on and enjoy the game together. Coming in at number 6, man, we got Hypershot, all right? This is the most fast-paced movement, flashiest game with the flashiest weapons and the most stylish gameplay. It just makes it stand out, honestly, in the whole list. It's very similar to Gunfight Arena because of the type of game that it is. I would classify this game as a arena shooter. That's just what I like to call these types of shooters on the game now because, you know, they all have arena at the end of it. But yeah, I mean, this game, you know, is very much like Gunfight Arena, like I said, which also makes it very beginner friendly since it has bots as well, but it also still manages to have its own flair. Hypershot is definitely the newest game out of any of the games that are on this list, but is the second largest because of their player base. Like, they grew a massive, massive player base, which honestly seems like overnight. It kind of just blew up out of nowhere. But yeah, this game is a super fun and wacky game that you will always have a good time in. No matter if you do like these games or if you don't like these games, like there's so many different play styles you could do in this game. Like for one, I just like the trick shot, right? So I'm just going to be spinning in this game the whole time. And I could do that just because of how wacky the game is. I mean, they even had a freaking brain rot update not too long ago, so that's kind of weird. But hey, you know, there it is. Number 5, we got Randomizer Redux, all right? And in this game, you can spawn in with random weapons and loadouts every single time you spawn in, dude. and you might get lucky or you might get stuck with something ridiculous, but that's honestly what makes it so unpredictable and hilarious. This is a game that I find to be extremely fun with friends. It can be alone, but when you have a squad of friends, dude, I am telling you, there is nothing more fun than smacking your friends around with a literal door. If you haven't checked out Randomizer Redux, man, I highly suggest it, especially with friends if you have any. If not, well, I feel bad for you, man. Go out there and make some friends on this game, because honestly, this is such a good game to play with friends. At number 4, we have Bad Business, and I'm just gonna say it, it was literally the best FPS on Roblox for many, many years. Smooth movement, tons of customization, and gameplay that feels like Call of Duty, like classic Call of Duty. It's been a staple FPS on Roblox for years, and it's for good reason. Hell, I've even seen XQC play this game, bro. Definitely a game I hold near and dear to my heart, and the only reason why I don't place it any higher is just because it's been abandoned recently, and I can't see it getting updated for the foreseeable future. But who knows, maybe if the game randomly starts picking up again, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some sort of revival project at some point. I mean, Bad Business is one of those games that a lot of people like. It has like a pretty decent sized cult following. So I could definitely see it getting revived at some point, but you know, with it not getting updated for over a year and it's still having 600 players, kind of shows that there still is some interest in the game being revived. So you know, maybe at some point we'll see what happens, but I can only hope and pray, because I would really, really, really love to see Bad Business come back. Now we are going to go into the top 3, ladies and gentlemen, but before we do, I have some honorable mentions for you all right? So first up, if you got any Robux to spare, and if you like Apocalypse Rising 2, but you want something a little bit more fast-paced or a different art style, I recommend checking out Aftermath on Roblox, all right? It's another zombie survival game that has looting, exploring, and fighting other players. So, you know, it's just like Apocalypse Rising 2. Basically, it's just a completely different game. The only downside to it is you do have to pay some Robux, which is why I didn't put it on the list. I wanted to give games that you can actually just go play right now without having to spend any Robux. But, you know, if you want to spend Robux and play this game, go ahead and do so. I would definitely look into it a little bit more before playing to see if it is your type of game. And I would just check out APOC 2 just to, you know, see. Because APOC is definitely the most similar game on this list that you could play that is just like Aftermath. Our next honorable mention is going to be Fallen Survival. I have a question for you. Do you like Rust? You do? Well, come over and play the Roblox version for absolutely free. Definitely a really fun game to mess around in. See, me personally, whenever I want to go buy like an actual game like Rust, if I've never played it before and I don't know if I would like it or if I wouldn't like it, I would go on Roblox and go play the version of it. So I don't know. That's just what I'd like to do. I don't know if anyone's kind of the same as me in that aspect, but I do like this game. I think this game's really, really fun. They even have like their own like PvP mode separate from like the Rust style mode that you could just do like a team deathmatch sort of thing, which is really, really cool. I like it. I played it a little bit. You guys will see gameplay, obviously, but yeah, let me know what your thoughts about Fallen Survival. And last but not least, we have Arsenal. All right, this is another staple in the Roblox community, and it was a very, very fun game to play while I was growing up. And it still is really, really fun till this day, all right? If you guys don't know Arsenal, it is literally just a gun game style game. Very, very fun. It's super, super easy to lose time on this game too. Like, I have just blanked out completely a lot of times playing Arsenal just because of how much fun I was having. And it also is really fun to do like kill races and stuff with friends on this game. This is another one of those games I recommend playing with friends. You can play it alone, but honestly, there's like a lot of sweaty people on the game, so I would recommend playing with friends. It's definitely a lot more fun, at least in my experience. And now we have our top 3 FPS games that I recommend playing. Taking the number 3 spot is going to be Gun Grounds FFA. All right, dude, listen to me, okay? If you guys have never heard of this game, I'm going to tell you all about it right now. This game is a non-stop, free-for-all chaos game. That's what this is. This game is nothing but chaos. It has small maps, quick respawns, and constant action. All right, I personally have found myself playing this game for hours and didn't even realize it. It has super simplistic gameplay, but it's also managing to be super satisfying as well. Like, I can't recommend this game enough. Like, I recommend this game wholeheartedly and would love to see what you all think about it in the comments below. If you haven't tried it before, try it out. Let me know what you think of it. I really like Gungrounds FFA. That's why it's in my number 3 spot, obviously. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Gungrounds, and let's go ahead and get to the number 2 spot. At number 2, we got Weird Gun Game. This is by far the most unique take I have ever seen done in an FPS game, not just on Roblox. I'm talking about in general. You can throw a sniper barrel on an AK-47 kitted with a fish stock and using an LMG magazine, and no one will bat an eye. I love this game so much, and it's just so freaking unique that I had to give it the number 2 spot. And as well as that, the game is growing each and every single day. It has a really, really big cult-like fan base as well. Super, super fun, and honestly, like I said, it's just so unique that I think even if you don't like this game, you will be glad that you at least tried it once, all right? So go out there, try it for yourself, let me know what you think about it. And finally, at the number 1 spot, who would have guessed it? We have Combat Arena. This game, in my opinion, is the best game on this list, all right? Whether you're new to FPS games, whether you're a veteran at FPS games, this game has something for you, trust me. It's not only a beginner-friendly game, but it even has like a high skill ceiling with a lot of the movement tricks that you can do on the game. Now, I'm going to go into something that is ridiculously cool, and it's the only game on Roblox that is doing something like this. This game has really awesome skin crates that you could open with, and you get skins and stuff like that, but there's something really cool about the skins. As you can see here, they have serial numbers, and yeah, you can trade these skins with other players, but not only trade them, you can even sell them for Robux. Yes, you heard me correctly. You can make Robux on this game by selling the skins that you unlock in crates. So yeah, like the skins have serial numbers like I mentioned, so typically some people are going to be willing to pay like a decent amount of Robux for like low serial numbers. So if you have like the number 1 gold AK-47 skin, right? Somebody might be willing to pay 5,000 Robux or something like that for it, you know? I think it's really cool because this is like a player-driven market. Like, that's what I love about this game, dude. It's so sick. But I'm only talking really about the skins, but let's talk about the gameplay because that is equally as important. Playing the game is just as important as, you know, making Robux, obviously, right? So the gameplay is super satisfying, and the game just plays amazing, no matter if you're on mobile, if you're on controller, or even if you're on keyboard and mouse. This game is amazing to play. I have found myself playing on each and every single one of those devices I just listed, and it feels good across the board. Like, I haven't felt the game feel bad a single time. And this is a game I don't really make videos on. I kind of just play it on my spare time because it is just that fun of a game. And the good news is that the developers are committed to this game, and it's going to get updated every other week. And the next update that they have coming out is combining skins to make a higher tier skin. Like, what are we talking about, dude? There's not a single Roblox shooter that is doing this. So yeah, that right there is my list of the top 10 best Roblox FPS games that you can play in 2025. Do you agree with my number 1 pick, or would you like to see something else put on top? Let me know down in the comments, man. I don't know what else to say other than don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more Roblox FPS content. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to all you beautiful, beautiful people on the next one. It's been your boy Wild. Peace out.